All right. What do you say we get back to it? College basketball, everybody. Christian Ballard, Ballard Sports Media, coming at you live on a Saturday afternoon. Hope everyone had a good New Year's. Off to a great start so far here in the Ballard household. We got it going good. Got it going good. And what better way to kick things off this new year? I know we got the national championship on Monday with Michigan and Washington, but you got to love some college basketball. I want to be flexible. I want to work around my work schedule and everything, work around school. But I want to bring back baseball and basketball to the channel, a little bit more NFL. I want to be able to cover everything. Getting into basketball with WKUL this season has been a blast. It reminded me how much I love this sport. Not that I strayed away from it. I mean, I did on the channel, but I would still turn a game on every once in a while. I just never really talked about it. But what do you say we get back to calling some ball games? And today we got the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Alabama favored in this game by 13 and a half. Head coach is Nate Oates, 8-5 overall. Conference opener for the Crimson Tide. No record in conference play in the SEC yet. Vanderbilt, same thing. They are 5-8 though. You flip the records a little bit there. 13 games for each team. Vanderbilt kind of struggling a little bit this year with Jerry Stackhouse at head coach, but he's still a really good coach, I think. And um, we'll see if they can get a win today. The game is in Nashville, Tennessee at Memorial Gymnasium. When you look at some records, Nate Oates is 3-0, has never lost to Vanderbilt. This is going to be his fourth time going to Memorial Gymnasium. He played them in the 2021 season in the SEC tournament on March 10th. Now, Vandy had won 82-76. But again, I just mentioned he's 3-0 when playing at Vanderbilt. He has lost to Vanderbilt before, just in the SEC tournament, that game being in Tuscaloosa. According to the BPI, the Basketball Power Index, not to get confused with football here, Alabama does have a 93% chance to win, leaving Vanderbilt with 7% chance to win this game. Again, it's at Vanderbilt. I would like to highlight a player on each team. I look at North Dakota State transfer Grant Nelson, who's a guard for Alabama, 12 points on the year. Well, actually, he's got more than that, but I want to highlight the Liberty game, the last game they played. He balled out 12 points, 3 assists, 5 rebounds on December 30th against the Liberty Flames. Jerry Stackhouse, I mentioned, is 61-68 at Vanderbilt since he got the job in 2019. That's not counting this year's record that they have at 5-8. Getting back to the players, Vanderbilt, I want to highlight Ezra Majan is number 5 with 16.5 points per game, leads the team, 3 rebounds. However, he does have a 47% field goal rating, but I love watching him play. It looks bad on paper, but he plays phenomenal. He's fast, he's physical, he's just a leader for this team, and that's why I want to watch him today and why he's being highlighted here on Ballard Sports Media. So, looking forward to it. Going to be a great ball game. I'm excited. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Really would appreciate it. And let's get this game going. Ole Miss and Tennessee tonight at 6 Eastern, 5 o'clock Central. Will not be a doubleheader. Not today, at least, I don't think. Maybe we'll do a late stream tonight. We'll see what happens. I know I got church in the morning, so try to get some rest. But I'm excited for this game. Um, I've gotten to watch a lot of highlights. I haven't really gotten to watch a lot of games live for the Crimson Tide. Some games were not broadcast. Others I was working. But I've gotten to hear Coach Oates talk, and he loves the togetherness of this team. He loves how they play. He loves their aggression, the just how physical they can be and how dominant they can be, how fast they can play. Is it his best job? Not necessarily. We'll see if it can turn around. He's got a lot of young talent. I mentioned the guard and Grant Nelson, or he's actually a forward, but he's a transfer. I look at some other players for Alabama, Davin Cosby, I'm sorry. Aaron Estrada is a senior from New Jersey. Rylan Griffin comes back as a sophomore. Nick Pringle, Mark Sears. You could see some of those names today. Chris Parker, number 0 is a guard. He's a freshman from Tallahassee, the state capital of Florida. So there's just a lot of experience and togetherness on this Alabama team that I think is going to be a really good game to watch. Tip time, by the way, is 2:31 Central, 3:31 Eastern. So we are a little bit early for this game, about 6 minutes and 20 seconds. And they are talking and highlighting about Ezra Majan. Leads the team in points per game at 16.5 on the year for Vanderbilt. He's going to be hard to stop. He plays fast. He plays physical. He's good inside the paint. Can go up for a layup. Can take advantage of opportunities. Can shoot the three. And like I said, he's going to be hard to stop. But I think him versus Grant Nelson, I would say, is the key matchup to watch in this game. So I think, like I said, Grant Nelson, and then you look at Ezra Majan for Vanderbilt. It's going to be interesting. Grant Nelson leads in rebounds, but he's been the key guy on defense. When you look at Grant Nelson and what he's been able to do, he's 6'11". I mean, he's almost 7 feet tall. He's a senior from uh, North Dakota, Devil's Lake. He's 6'11", 230. Goodness. I didn't realize he was that tall, to be honest with you. I knew he was kinda tall. I figured he was like 6'9" or something. He's 6'11". He's 2 inches no, I'm sorry, 1 inch over a 7-foot guy, and he's not the only one that's that tall on the team. Jaron Stevenson is a freshman from Chapel Hill they picked up in recruiting last year. 210, 6'11", number 15 for the Crimson Tide. So they got some dudes on their roster that can go out and be physical, can be dominant, that have a height advantage. If you think height does not matter in basketball, surely you're mistaken, right? So we'll see if it plays out today. We're going to go ahead and throw the scoreboard up here. The game is not tipped off. Obviously, it starts out 0-0. It will be 2 halves of play in men's basketball. We're looking forward to it. Don't forget, folks, hit that thumbs up if you love this content. Hit that subscribe button. Really would appreciate it. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. So, taking care of business today with this game, and we'd love to get back into college basketball, not even just Alabama. And again, I'm not opposed to the NBA either. Uh, I've watched a little bit of it. I just haven't watched enough to really talk about it. I don't want to fake that. I don't want to fake it till I make it with this stuff. Just got to be honest. I've watched a little bit of the NBA. I've looked at the standings, but at the same time, I haven't done enough to where we could talk about it. I used to cover it all the time back when I first started the channel, and we got into it. I don't know what it was that I got away from it, but it is what it is, and we'll try to get back into it. I know there's a lot of teams that have played already like 35 games, so uh, I'm looking at the standings there. If anyone is curious, the Boston Celtics lead the Eastern Conference at 27-7 on the year. Just behind them are the Milwaukee Bucks at 25-10. Minnesota Timberwolves 25-9 in the Western Conference. Just behind them, 23-11. The Oklahoma City Thunder, they're back 2 games. So It looks like everything's going pretty good over there. We'll try to get into it a little bit more, and maybe next season when it actually starts and gets tipped off, we'll talk about it. So, yeah, what's up, Mayhem Matthew? Yeah, y'all feel free to comment too. Would love to hear from you guys in the chat today. Good to see Mayhem in here. He's an Oklahoma City Thunder fan. So, looking forward to maybe he could offer us some insight later on. We'll see. We cover baseball, college football, NFL, and basketball. All types of basketball, man. I'm not opposed to it. I think I've definitely learned more about basketball when it comes to the WKUL stuff and being at these games, hearing the announcers that I work with, and obviously getting the feel of talking, getting a feel of just giving my analysis when given the opportunity. So it's been fun. Mayhem in here says, if I can get this comment up, it's not. There we go. My Steelers come on in 30 minutes. It's a must win to make the playoffs. That is true. There's a lot of those games this weekend. There's a lot of those must win games this weekend. Pittsburgh's got to beat Baltimore coming up in an hour. Houston and Indianapolis. uh, I mean, I guess is Houston in the hunt right now? Is that what I've been hearing? Is that what I've been hearing? That anyway, they play tonight at 7:15 Central Time, and then everybody else plays tomorrow. The Dolphins are up. The Baltimore Ravens are the top AFC seed as Vanderbilt takes court here at Memorial Gymnasium. Alabama soon to come out as well. On the SEC Network, Dave Neal and Pat Bradley calling the game. The AFC South is still up for grabs. There's, I mentioned the Texans. All of the teams are 9-7. You got the Jags, the Colts, and the Texans. Sadly, though, Derrick Henry's team, I know he's kind of dealt with injury a little bit, and he's had a rough road, and the team has had a rough road. 5-11. That's not good. Kansas City, they're the only AFC West team, clinched the division. Uh, Division and first round bye, the 49ers at 12-4. My Buccaneers have got to win this weekend. My Buccaneers 8-8 on the year, got to beat the Panthers. Surely they will. It doesn't help that they lost to the Saints though. When I look at it, I don't think they're going to be eliminated. They'll get the wild card most likely, and that'll be it. I don't know if they make it past the wild card. We know about Philadelphia and what they've done this year. But interestingly enough, the Cowboys have kind of come back, and we got a game tipped off. Both teams 11-5, by the way. Working with it, getting possession first is Alabama. Rolling out, tries to take a jump shot, has to roll back in. Here's a floater. It's up and good for two. Enough NFL talk. Let's watch this Alabama game. Alabama now up 2-0, and they strike first. Vanderbilt with a layup. Playing good inside. Working back out. Here we go. Goes for a layup here for Alabama. They get the rebound with a foul. That was on Sears. Vanderbilt has 2 points as well. We have a tie ball game here early in the first half. Hard to get carried away with NFL and everything. I get excited over this stuff. Mark Sears going to the line here. 78% on his free throws. This one's up and good to make it a 1-point ball game for Alabama. 1-point ball game. See if he makes the second one, and it's up and in. Give them two. Make it a 2-point game to break the tie here for the Crimson Tide. Vanderbilt at home, wearing white jerseys, Alabama in all crimson. Rolls out, working outside the three, working inside the lane. Guys on him, lost the ball, got it back. Vanderbilt working now. Can't see who has it, can't really see the jersey numbers. He floats one up, it's good to tie. But again, it does count. That was Manjon, the lead man we talked about for Vanderbilt at the start of the stream. Gets two. Tied up at four. Ezra Manjon to the line. He shoots. Got it. Shooting one free throw. 5-4 Vandy. Ezra Manjon made the free throw. Alabama has possession now, working. Two guys on him. Has to back up. Good inside defense in the paint for Vanderbilt. Lost the ball, got it back. Dribbles through his legs, thinks about it, puts up a three. It's off the rim. It's no good. Gets it back to his man. Shoots. Shot it. Got it. There you go. That's Sears to get three on the board. And Alabama back in front. There we go. 7-5, 17:44 to go, first half. Shoots. He scores. Downtown for Vanderbilt, trading threes here. That's Lawrence. That's Tyron Lawrence who got that one for Vanderbilt. And Grant Nelson coming through with a layup. 9-8. Vanderbilt down one at home. Notice some good inside defense here early from Alabama. Just kind of talking about what I see here as this one's up and no good for Vanderbilt. Alabama gets the rebound, taking it the other way. And now Vanderbilt having five guys inside the paint there on defense. This ball goes out of bounds. Couldn't quite tell who it touched last. Nate Oates in year 5 for Alabama. Jerry Stackhouse also in year 5. He's with Vanderbilt. He's the 2023 SEC co-coach of the year. What he's been able to do. 9-8, first half. Looking. Good defense by Alabama. The Commodores trying to play it safe here, not give up a turnover. Of course, this one here, dribbles, shoots it. No good. It's off the rim. Alabama, as Vanderbilt turns it over, and there's a layup for the Crimson Tide. That looked like it was Aaron Estrada. Nope, that was Rylan Griffin. I'm sorry. Aaron Estrada got the defensive rebound. He did assist on the Griffin layup. 11-8, Alabama. And I'm going to get a foul here inside. I'm assuming we get a foul. I saw a guy come down and they take a commercial break. What's up, Cody Hankins? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you in here. Mayhem Matthew as well. Appreciate it. So kind of some good defense here so far, but they're taking advantage of their opportunities. Both teams are. You've had Alabama, of course, with Grant Nelson and Rylan Griffin so far. Mark Sears with 5 points, getting 2 shots. Aaron Estrada Talked about him with rebounds. He's got 2 defensive rebounds, no rebounds on offense yet for the Crimson Tide. It's kind of been it's been a defensive battle as far as getting the rebounds and really for both teams uh, so far. But you have, of course, for Vanderbilt, they were able to get Van Allen Levin. He got an offensive rebound for Vandy. And Ezra Manjon hit a free throw early, attempted one, hit and got it. And he's got 3 points as he's also got a field goal, but he's attempted 3, only making 1. Mark Sears leads Alabama so far in points with 5. 1 of 1 on his field goals, 2 and 2, 2 of 2 on his free throws, not missing anything. He's nothing but net, as some people would say. Right. So high scoring Alabama offense, 92.8 points per game. They rank first in Division One and SEC. When you look at 3 points, they rank first in the SEC. They're fourth in Division One. They've made 11 and a half 3-pointers per game, is what it was saying. So here we go. Mark Sears and company out there. It's going to be Vandy ball. Possession to the Commodores. A lot of guys out there can't really get them open. Finds a guy outside the paint. They work around the 3-point line. Takes it almost to half court now. Got to work inside. They do. Looking. Passes it behind the back. Throws it. He shoots. He scores from downtown. Tie ball game at 11. Tie ball game at 11. Just missed what happened here as I was working with the scoreboard. I'm assuming a foul call, but I'm not sure who it's on. But it looks like they took a little break here and in the action as the whistle was blown. Jason Riviera Torres with that 3 for Vanderbilt, by the way. Number 23. Alabama throws it in. Possession Bama. 15-10 to go. Sears with it, looking. They're passing all around the 3-point line. 3 guys on him. He shoots back out. He shoots. He scores. What a play there for Rylan Griffin. 14-11. 7 points for Griffin so far for Alabama, by the way. Here's a shot up, tipped, and they knock it in. Alabama kind of knocked that one in for Vanderbilt, so they got a little help there on the court. Bouncing around. He shoots inside. It's good. We update the scoreboard. It's 13 points for Vandy. It's now 16 as Alabama gets a floater inside. 16-13. Here's a 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Grant Nelson. They work. Wide open 3 for Bama. Shot it. Got it. 19-13. Latrell Wrightsell Jr. made that one. Again, a newcomer for the Crimson Tide. They have a lot of young guys this year which is very impressive with the record and just this coaching job that Nate Oates has done. Here's a layup. It's no good. It goes behind the backboard and out of bounds for Vanderbilt. It'll be possession, Alabama. A couple free throws coming in for Vandy. Ezra Manjon throws. He got it. First one up and good. Yes, it was good. I knew I saw it go through. It took him a second on the scoreboard. 19-14. Let me give it a little bit to see if he makes the second one, and he does. Make it 19-15 as Manjon for Vanderbilt, number 5, gets both free throws. Got other guys like Lewis out there too for Vanderbilt. Paul Lewis, number 3. Under 13 and a half to play first half. This one, it looked like he just threw it out of bounds there. Not sure what was going on there. Aaron Estrada with it. The senior from Woodbury, New Jersey, 6'3", 190, is a guard. And he just kind of lost control there out of bounds. But they're going to say it was out on Vanderbilt because Estrada's going to throw it in for Alabama. Throws it. It's outside the three-point line. Passing it. Playing good teamwork here. Playing inside. Going. It's up and no good, but a whistle blown and a looks like we might have a foul here. So how's everyone doing on this Saturday? Like I said, hope everyone's having a good start to the year. I am. A lot of great things happening, big things coming to the channel. We'll start team previews after the national championship on Monday for college football. Free throw coming for the Crimson Tide. He shoots. He misses. Another good game on. Top 25 matchup. Number 5 Tennessee hosting number 22 Ole Miss. 19-15 is still the score. Muhammad Diabate from last year was pretty good. He shoots his second free throw, and he is able to make that. 5-point game. 2 possession. 20-15. Vanderbilt with possession now. 13 minutes to go in the half. Driving inside, floats one up, no good. It's rebounded quickly by the Crimson Tide. Nelson for 3, downtown, he got it. 23-15. Alabama on a little bit of a run here. I'm sorry, that wasn't Grant Nelson. That's Sam Walters. I apologize. Got it mixed up there. He shoots. It's no good. It's rebounded. Taken back for Alabama. Shoots it. No good. Vandy with the rebound now. After Evan Taylor missed the three-point shot, Estrada got the defensive rebound. Here's a shot for Vanderbilt, no good. Alabama with it now, working, going, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Who's it on? Probably going to be Vanderbilt here, actually. It looked like it touched one of the defenders. They take a TV timeout. So you got Carter Lang playing good, getting defensive rebounds in this game. You want to see that from Vanderbilt a little bit now that they're down 8. You kind of want to get those defensive rebounds. You want to get the offensive rebounds. And Vanderbilt's doing that, but they're not finding ways to score. They're giving too much up to Alabama in this first conference game of the year for either team. And ultimately, if they don't get it together, it is going to hurt them in the end. You have Tyron Lawrence with 5 points so far, Ezra Manjon with 5 points, and then Van Allen Lubin with 2 points so far for Vanderbilt. Some good blocks inside too. I've noticed a couple blocks in this game. It's not too many of them though. So really good game so far. Sorry for the silence there for a little bit. I was closing a couple things on the computer here. 23-15, 11:53 to go. Assuming here, looks like Vandy has the possession arrow. I'm assuming here after this break, coming back into it, it's going to be possession Commodores. Colin Smith with an Achilles injury. Number one, a really key piece to this offense and defense. You can kind of play both sides for Vanderbilt. He's number one on the team. He's out for the season. They have some really good players, and again, I mentioned Vanderbilt too is 5-8 on the year. This is the conference opener for both of these teams, and Vanderbilt kind of needs this win today more so than Alabama. I mean, nobody wants to start out 0-1 in SEC play, but you kind of think with the regular season record that they have overall, 5-8, Vandy, and especially being at home today, as Alabama's going to throw it in here, just lofts it in. You kind of think that Vanderbilt really needs a victory today. Here's a floater inside, it's no good, and they blow a whistle. You call foul. They foul Paul Lewis of Vanderbilt here. And Mark Sears going to the line for Alabama. He shoots. He scores one. See if he can make the next one. 24-15. Sears up and good. Make it 25-15. A 10-point advantage for the Crimson Tide here over the Commodores. 8 points in the paint for Alabama, 4 so far for Vandy. Going inside, works back out, wide open three, shot it, no good. It's rebounded by Alabama, gets it inside. No, he missed couldn't quite get the ball in time. It goes out of bounds there. 11:19 to go in the first. Alabama possession. Whoa, I guess it touched Vandy. Shot it, it's good. 28-15 Alabama. 9-0 run in under 2.5 minutes. Here's a shot for Vanderbilt is going to be missed and rebounded by the Crimson Tide. Here we go inside, works back out. He shoots. He scores from downtown, just outside. 31-15. And there you have Latrell Wrightsell Jr., who's a senior, 6'3", 190, getting his hands up and making a huge offensive score for Alabama. Update this, give them the 3. It's 31-15 in favor of Alabama. And check the comments here. What's up, Gamecock Chuck? How you doing? Ready for the Gamecocks Tuesday night? I hope so, man. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. And you're referring to men's basketball. Yeah, they do play on Tuesday on the 9th. I think I'll most likely be at work, so I think I'll miss the game. I'll double check my schedule. If not, I'll go live for it. I don't care, but I think we'll be okay. 10:49 to go in the half. 31-15 Alabama. It looks like it's going to be Vanderbilt possession, though. They're going to hand it to Lawrence, who throws it in. Guys spread out for Vanderbilt here. This is what you want to see. They want to play fast, but not too fast, and obviously try to cut the deficit. He's got to keep it himself and try to run inside. No whistle call. Alabama gets a steal here. Working. Floats it out. Works back out. Wide open 3. No good. It's missed. Grant Nelson on the rebound. Here we go inside. It's good for Rylan Griffin. He gets 2. 33-15. Working outside now. Vanderbilt with possession. 9:47 to go first half. Works back out. He's wide open. Can't miss it. Got it. He got it. 33-18. Don't say a word, Georgia fans. I don't want to hear it. Y'all know what's up. 33-18. That was Jordan Williams for Vanderbilt. 9:20 to go first half. 13 on the shot clock. Vanderbilt possession. Floats it inside for a layup. It's good. That was Manjon. They count it, but they blow a whistle too. It looks like there'll be a foul as well. Vanderbilt just getting better by the second, it seems like, in my opinion. But I think it's one of those games that we're watching here. Alabama and Estrada's really having a breakout defensive game so far. Grant Nelson's coming through offensively. They're just not going away. And that's a key issue if you're Vanderbilt is, yes, you can make the threes, but so can Alabama. And it looks like Vandy got a free throw. Let me give him that point. But like I'm saying is I've said this before, even in football, you can make comebacks all you want to. That's fine and all good. But as long as your opponent keeps scoring still, what good is it going to do? So Vandy, as we got 8:54 to go in the half, as we got that much time left in this half, they got to make some defensive adjustments and shut down Alabama's shooting. He's got to block guys better. They got to play better inside, guard, get some blocks, maybe some steals if they can. And if you get those rebounds, notice that Vandy's getting some rebounds, but they haven't been able to score on every opportunity. 8:37 to go, 33-21, first half. Hope you guys are having a great Saturday. Got a good one here. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're staying right here. There's also a young man out there, number 24 for Alabama, is Sam Walters, a freshman. Be interesting to see what he can do today. I might have got him a little mixed up with Grant Nelson out there a couple times, and if so, I apologize for not giving Walters credit out there. He actually leads this game in points for Alabama with 9. So at any point, if I had got him mixed up with Grant Nelson, I mean, they're kind of the same size and everything. So I just I don't want to be giving credit to another player when it should be going to Sam Walters here. We'll see what he can do. They throw it in. It's Vandy possession. Back to the guy that passed it in. He passes it inside. Good defense. Two guys on him. He spins free of traffic and he lays one up good. 33-23. Vanderbilt down 10 now. Alabama possession. Working outside of Sears. Working inside. Passes back out. Wide open three. Off the glass and no good. Now here is Grant Nelson. Nelson lost the ball. Costly turnover. Can Vandy answer? They will not. Just barely missed the layup there. But a foul called. A foul called on Sam Walters. Jordan Williams with the steal, tried to get the layup, could not. And they go to commercial break, folks. We got a 10-point game. Alabama with a 95.7% chance to win. First conference game for both teams. Other teams out there, though, doing pretty good. Let's check the standings here. Ole Miss yet to play. Auburn yet to play. Tennessee, I believe they're playing tonight. Texas A&M, Arkansas, Bama, LSU. You got teams at the bottom with Mississippi State, Florida, Missouri 0-1 and SEC play. But focus on three teams this year I would watch. I know it's still very, very early, but South Carolina's 1-0, Kentucky's 1-0, Georgia's 1-0. Those teams, and South Carolina is 13-1 overall. 11-2 for Kentucky, 11-3 for Georgia. Watch those. I know there's no divisions, but put it in football terms. Watch the East this year in men's basketball. Should be good. Would love to hear from you guys in the comments. We got a few people watching on YouTube. Love and appreciate each and every one of you. Keep it right here for more content here from Ballard Sports Media. Other games going on, tied at 34 in the first half of men's basketball. UNC and Clemson, 8 versus 16, respectively, in that order. Actually, hold on, because they have 1 o'clock games that have already tipped off, obviously, but they're not scoreboard updated. Let me double check this. Let me double check something here. Give me a second. I apologize for false information. 2-point game in the second half. TCU up on number 2 Kansas. Keep an eye on Micah Pevy and TCU here. Providence, end of the second half. It's over. They fall 9 points to Creighton. Shout out to Sippy Sports on this one. Halftime 44-35. Southern Miss up on undefeated James Madison. James Madison coming out of nowhere in all these sports. First football and now basketball. Ole Miss, Tennessee. I might have to catch that tonight. This will be our only stream today, unless I decide to open up StreamYard later. But we got some good games today. Auburn beating Arkansas. Andy Burcham and company doing a fantastic job on the call. I was able to hear it earlier on YouTube. Houston wins 89-55. Malik Presley, by the way, is at the free throw line for Vanderbilt. And he's going to make one free throw and miss the other. Alabama gets a defensive rebound. So he made one. It's now a 9-point game. Throws it in. Alabama possession. Playing fast tempo down the court. 9-0 run in over 2 minutes for Vanderbilt. Alabama needs to answer here. They're still up, though, 33-24. Layup is up and no good and taken away by the Commodores. Here they come. At home, by the way. This is at Vanderbilt. Good pressure defensively by Alabama. Let's see if Vandy can handle it. He shoots. He misses. Rebounded there for the Crimson Tide. Right so. Has it. He shoots. He scores. Extending the lead 36-24. It's pretty good. Shoots. No good. Vanderbilt ball now. I realized because it popped up, I was behind a little bit, so I apologize. But yes, Latrell Wrightsell made a 3-point jump shot. Then Vanderbilt, Tassos Camarteros. I don't want to butcher that. He makes a 3-point shot. It's 36-27. We got a couple 3-pointers now. Haven't seen too many today. But it's good to see teams like these going at it, taking advantage of opportunities. 5.5 to play. 5.5 to play first half. 36-27. Free throws up and good. After they had fouled on Jordan Williams of Vanderbilt. Latrell Wrightsell makes his first free throw of the afternoon. If he makes this next one, he wears number 12 for the Crimson Tide. And he does make the next one. Up by 11. Two free throws for Wrightsell. Vanderbilt ball. Throwing. Shoots. Just a bit off target. It's rebounded by the Crimson Tide, going back the other way. Here we go, working. Working outside. He goes in, but he dribbles and looks like did he dribble out of bounds or step on the line? I'm not sure unless they calling a foul. I didn't see any foul trouble or anything there for Vanderbilt. But it is going to be Alabama ball, so maybe there was a foul. Yet I don't have audio on. I don't want to get copyrighted. There's a layup is up, but it will not count. It's 1-1 for Alabama right now. They fouled twice. Back-to-back fouls here on Malik Presley. Jaron Stevenson is shooting the free throw. He misses. 5 minutes to go in the half. Vanderbilt possession. Steal here. Shoots it wide open. Got it. That's good. Change the scoreboard. There we go. There we go. Mark Sears got the steal. Rylan Griffin made the three. It's now 41-27. See if Andy can cut the deficit. Works inside, goes for a backwards layup. It's no good. Alabama knocked it. He shoots for three, though, and it's good for the Commodores. Camaros. Camateros. I'm sorry. Tassos Camateros made the 3-point shot. 11-point game. He shoots off the rim. No good. Alabama possession now. Sears going the other way, and he's knocked out of bounds there. Ball went airborne. We'll see what happens here. Maybe he's fouled on. Mark Sears going to turn it over. He got the defensive rebound and pushed it out of bounds. They got a commercial break. We'll double check the comments here in a second. See if there's anything new. Did I take away all? I think I know what's going on here. In case you're wondering where your blue wrench is, I think I deleted all the mods. I'll give some back here though. Give me a second. Okay. Give me 1 second. Here we go. I'm trying to get some wrenches back. I think I took them all away because I had too many of them and it was hard to keep up. Uh, yo. There you go, Mayhem Matthew, and I'll give one to Gamecock Chuck. I'll give one back to Cody Hankins too. If y'all comment now, you should have a blue wrench. Anyway, 41-30, 3:38 to go in the half. See what Nate Oates wants to dial up here. Should be possession Alabama. I'm not sure if they're trying to review something. The coach is Jerry Stackhouse, and some assistant coaches for Vanderbilt are kind of talking it over with the refs. And now they're going over to Alabama. I'm not sure what they're trying to. I don't know what. I must have missed something, and I apologize. Um, it's a 10-point game. It'll be possession to the Commodores. They throw it in. They're down 10, 40-30. Yeah, I'm not sure what went on. But it's Vanderbilt ball. They're back to the action here. They toss it inside. Working, spin move, tries to get free from a block. He lays one up. It's good. That's Taylor. Evan Taylor made a jump shot. What's going on, Steve? How you doing, man? It's 40. I guess they didn't count that 1 point. 40-32. Vanderbilt possession here. They get a steal. Trying to make a comeback. Spin move. Gets it. No good. Grant Nelson gets the rebound. Shoots. No good. Off the glass. So does anyone I'm actually curious. I know we got a few people watching the channel, but does anyone have the game actually on the television or anything? Have you noticed anything from this game that maybe I've missed? Maybe let me know if I need to point something out. I noticed really good defense from both of these teams. They're taking advantage of scoring opportunities. Vanderbilt with possession, 2:08 to go in the half. Spins out, got it off the glass and through the net. Count it 2 for Vandy. Vandy gets the defensive rebound after Griffin missed a three-point jump shot. I think we missed due to the replay showing. But it's Vanderbilt possession. Shoots, misses, off the rim. Here comes Sears. He works outside now. Floats one up, but a whistle. That shot was good, but it's not going to count as it was after the foul call here. That was on Ryland Griffin. It's going to be possession Vanderbilt. Taylor will throw it in. So you got a minute 20. You're Vanderbilt. You got to come away with some threes and hope to get some steals too late in this half and see if you could go to tie it up or at least make it a one possession game as they're down 6. A minute 4 remaining in half. Vanderbilt possession. Floats one up. Well, shot clock violation. Could not get that layup off in time and didn't see who it was. Missed a jump shot there. Vinny had got the rebound, and then I think the shot clock had forced a turnover here now. 7 turnovers for Alabama, only 2 though for Vanderbilt, which is interesting here that Alabama has a lead with 7 turnovers. And here's an 8th one. Well, we'll see what they call. I mean, Vandy had picked it up, but now they blow a whistle and it's on the ground. They foul Alabama. 45 seconds. They foul Aaron Estrada. He kinda got in the way there, and it looks like going to the free throw line for Vanderbilt is Tyron Lawrence, number 0. 43.7 seconds to go in till half. Nate Oates, it doesn't look too happy on the sideline. It's 1 and 1 right here. He shoots his first there, Lawrence does, and he gets it. He shoots, he scores the second free throw. 35 seconds. 19 on the shot clock. Alabama possession. Here they go outside working. Bounce pass. Shoots. No good. Oh, and it's knocked out of bounds there by Alabama. Looks like Sears might have got a hold of that one. 23.3 seconds in the half. Vanderbilt, 17 seconds, 2-possession game, 4-point deficit. Are they just going to run it out? He's got it. Back to his man. Vanderbilt has a package. Signs it. Sealed and, well, it didn't reach its destination, folks. Off the glass. No good. 40-36 at the end of the half. Interesting first half of play. Rylan Griffin with 11 points in this half to lead the Alabama Crimson Tide in scoring. And when you look at the stats, we'll kind of go ahead and get into it here. It's interesting that Vandy, held Alabama scoreless within the last 4 minutes and 40 seconds, and they went on a 21-7 run. Vanderbilt did. That's incredible, and that's what you have to do with Alabama. That's been their weakness. Notice this year, Vanderbilt has struggled. Obviously, I mean they're 5-8. This is their first conference game, but if they could get a win today, this would be huge. Alabama, when you slow them down and take away and make them have to play defense, I'm not saying it's bad, but there is a little bit of weakness there. There's a lot of young guys like Estrada and Griffin, and well, Griffin's a lead man, but you got guys like Grant Nelson out there that are just still trying to get used to it, still trying to get a feel. I know it's 2 months in. I know at this point they should have it, but you give a lot of credit to Vanderbilt for taking advantage of these young guys that Alabama has. Rylan Griffin has 11 points, 5 of 7 on his field goals. Compare that to Manjon for Vanderbilt. Ezra Manjon, 12 points, 4 of 9 on his field goals. You look at some other stats of this game. The leader in points is Rylan Griffin for Alabama with 11. And Manjon with 12 points for Vanderbilt as far as who's been on the court and been able to score. But the other guy for Vanderbilt that I've been interested in is Tyron Lawrence, who's doing really well with 7 points. That's the next big number for the Commodores. And he's come alive, especially in the second half of the first half. Like that back end, he kind of came alive and started making some shots. And what I admire the most is that Vanderbilt's not afraid to take risk on the court. They're not afraid to look at Alabama and say, if you want to go toe to toe, we will. And they've taken opportunities. They've had opportunities. They've taken shots. They've taken risk. A lot of them have paid off. They haven't paid off every time, but to keep it within a 4-point game, and Vanderbilt hasn't really been able to do it too much this year, to my knowledge, that they've been able to keep it close with big names like this. So, just they're clicking and they're peaking at the right time. 4-point game, 40-36. I'm going to take one small break. Keep an eye on this. Make sure I'm back in time, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks. Christian Ballard, Ballard Sports Media. It's funny, I almost there's a part of me that wants to say mania. If you've ever watched my first video, you get the joke. Anyway, 40-36, Alabama up at the half. Only by 4 points though. And Vanderbilt's been a struggle bus team this year, honestly. 5-8. But their first conference game, you see that all the time. You kind of see where teams that have struggled outside of conference play, you kind of see them get into conference play and they start to do pretty good. And Vanderbilt has been that team that has, even in, the big games, like they only lost their first one opener, by the way, 68-62. Only lost by 6. 84-78 against NC State, 82-67 against Arizona State. They've had some tough losses. 63-62, they lost to Western Carolina. They lost by 2-23 Memphis. They are coming off a game that they won against Dartmouth, 69-53. I did not do that for. I'm reading it as it is here. Dartmouth. I don't want to butcher it. It says Dartmouth. So I don't know. You guys can correct me on that if you want. But again, it's halftime here. Alabama leads 40-36 at the half. It's a pretty good ball game. You don't want to miss it. Stick around. We got more coming. Currently, Alabama has an 87.1% chance to win. Vanderbilt, well, you look at when you look at what Vanderbilt and Alabama have stat wise, Alabama has a 54 field goal percentage. Vanderbilt is at 36%. Vanderbilt is also at 33% on their 3-point shots. Alabama at 43.8. Alabama has 8 turnovers. Vanderbilt has 2. Alabama has 20 rebounds. Vanderbilt has 14. Pretty good game. It's definitely one-sided outside of the scoreboard. I mean, I think the stats speak for themselves. But a 4-point game is a 4-point game. And the scoreboard is what matters when it comes down to it. You got to hope, if you're Vanderbilt, that you can maintain possession that you could guard guys like Grant Nelson? Can you take him away? Can you take away Mark Sears? Can you take away all these Alabama players? Can you take them away to where Riley Griffin, Aaron Estrada, I could go down the list, take them away, make them play, put them on the bench, something like that. Because otherwise, it's going to get out of hand, and then you're dealing with reserves that you have no film on and don't know what to do with them, right? If it gets really out of hand for Vanderbilt. So, no, I don't want to end the stream. I accidentally hit that. Ghost of Rubber knows what's going on. You've been busy lately. I have been. I've been working. I've been working on this channel, fixing to start school back. He says, "Good on you." That's yeah. I love to stay busy. Love to stay busy. Yo, what happened to Dabo Swinney? Y'all saying this? Hold on, let me turn this game off real quick. We'll take it back there in a second. There's a picture of Dabo Swinney. This is not photoshopped. Does anyone know what happened? This is from I follow a bunch of different sports pages on Facebook. This is famously Garnet Sports. There's the Gamecocks, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Look at Dabo. That this could gross you out, but I'm going to show it anyway. Does anyone know what happened to this man? Does anybody know? Dabo, we're praying for you, sir. I don't hate Dabo Swinney. I love Dabo Swinney. I do think he's a great coach. I hope he did. He looks like he got into a bar fight or something. I don't know. I won't give out names, but somebody commented on here on this post. He said, guess he met Tyler face to face. Oh my gosh, y'all are mean, man. Y'all are mean. Tyler from Spartanburg, by the way. That's who that is. The caller that he went on a rant about, and then they kept winning games after they talked to him. Anyway, I just saw that. I don't know what happened to him, but I hope Dabo's okay. I love Dabo Swinney. Think he's a great guy, good, faithful human being, and he's a great coach. Do I always agree with his takes and what he has to say? No. That doesn't mean I don't like the guy. I hope he's okay. I couldn't make that up if I wanted to. It almost looked photoshopped, but then it was going around on Twitter and everything too. Like something must have happened. I guess they're fixing to go ahead and get this second half underway. And go ahead and put this up. Half two, 40-36. Vanderbilt with possession first. We got 20 minutes on the clock. He shoots. He scores. No, will not count. Yes, there was a foul. It will be Alabama possession. Gets it outside. Going up for a layup. Griffin, and it's good. Alabama, after having 5 minutes of the second half at the end, or at the end of the first half, I should say, not scoring, they finally get back on the board. Vanderbilt shoots, misses. Got the rebound though. Oh, and it's knocked out of bounds. Let me go ahead and give Alabama their two there. 42-36. Got a 6-point game. 19-14 to go. Second half. Then Allen LeBen shoots. Got his free throw. Around the rim, and it goes in. 42-38, a 4-point game. Vandy just needs a couple of layups, and they could tie the game. And it's no good. It's going to be blocked and taken back by the Commodores. Great defense there, and that's kind of what they need here to get this second half going if they want a chance to win this game and pull an upset. Outside the 3-point line here. Shoots inside. It's no good. It's rebounded. Hesitates on the three. Alabama playing good coverage outside too. Man on man. Two guys. Well, Nelson now going to get the rebound. Shoots. Rebound. No good. Alabama with it now. Hesitates. Fakes inside. Goes back out. Playing good fast tempo here for Alabama. The Crimson Tide shoot. They get it. Nope, they don't get it. That they get the rebound. And what now? It goes out of bounds, but they're going to call some foul here. Here's a scoreboard, by the way. Aaron Estrada. What about it? Officials are wiping the ball here. I'm not sure what I must have missed in that. It's Vandy possession. Shoots. No good. Out of bounds. It'll turn over to the Crimson Tide. Gamateros missed that 3-point shot. Alabama gets the defensive rebound, tries to go up for it. Got it. Estrada Aaron Estrada with a layup, 44-38. Two points for him. That's his first score of the game. He's got 5 rebounds and 4 assists so far. He shoots. He misses. Got the rebound, though. Vandy has possession right now. Floats it inside. It's intercepted. Going back the other way for the Crimson Tide. Going. And they struggle on the ground. They keep it. No whistle. Well, no, we are going to get a whistle. He shot it. He got it, but it's not going to count. They're looking at number 55 and number 11 for Alabama. I don't really recognize those players. They say Muhammad Wagyu turns it over, number 11. Vandy, possession. Working inside, steps back out, hesitates, passes it, throws, no good. Rebounded by Alabama. Gets it to Sears. Mark Sears with it. Mark Sears throws back out. He shoots. He scores from downtown. Got it for 3. And that's number 55, Aaron Estrada. He's been a go-to target today. Goes for a layup. It's blocked. It's blocked and going the other way. Estrada passes it. Sears with it. Lost it. Vanderbilt possession now. Going back the other way. Vanderbilt with it. Majon. And John passes to his man. Can't see the number. I apologize. He goes up. It does count. There's a foul there on Lawrence. That's Tyron Lawrence. They get the 2 points to make it a 7-point ball game. They go to commercial break. Great ball game so far here. Vanderbilt making it close. But again, like I said at halftime, Alabama's not going away. Vanderbilt's coming back a little bit. Vanderbilt still has a chance in this game, but obviously it's out Alabama's advantage at the moment. Let's see what. I want to see what it was. Alabama, 8-5 on the year. Purdue, Arizona, Creighton, and Ohio State, and also Clemson. 3 of those were ranked teams for their losses. They have 7 wins by 30 or more points. And they struggle here. 7-point game at Vanderbilt right now. Nate Oates talking to his guys. Oh, free throws here for Vandy. It's Tyron Lawrence. He's just going to shoot the one, and he does make it to make it a 6-point ball game. Shoots, no good. Alabama gets the rebound, and it's up and good for 2. That's Nick Pringle, number 23. Under 15 to play. 13 on the shot clock. Shoots it up, no good. Shoots, but a whistle call. There's a good shot there, though. Oh, no. We got an injured player for Alabama. He's holding his, I can't tell if he's holding his left or his right eye. They got a towel. Actually, they're trying to clean up his nose. He probably got a bloody nose. We hope he's okay. Hope it's not broken there. He kind of came down with it and ran into his own man. Roll Tide, man. You got it. That's Aaron Estrada, 5 points on the game, 7 rebounds and 4 assists. He's done pretty well so far. But he's probably going to rest. I assume they're going to let him rest probably the rest of this game. He's not only leaving the court, he's leaving to the locker room. We'll see who comes in for Alabama. Looks like Vanderbilt's going to substitute some guys too. Throws it in. Working back, works inside, goes back out to the 3-point line, goes for a layup. He got it. It's good to make it a 10-point game. That was Rylan Griffin. About working, playing good defense inside for Alabama. They got 5 guys on the court. Vandy has the same. Here's a shot. It's good for the Commodores. And there's 13:50 left. Ezra Manjon, he's been a name that we've talked about all day. And I told you in the pregame, he might be a guy to look out for. This ball, well, it goes out of bounds on Vanderbilt. And give Vanderbilt their 2 points there. It's only cool to have a scoreboard, but I do need a scoreboard operator when I hit the big time. Just saying. We're hiring for free. Alabama with possession goes back out. Floats one up as a pass. Have not taken a shot yet, and it's intercepted as it falls into the hands of the Commodores. They're gonna save it in bounds. He shoots, but there is a whistle call. Maybe he did. Maybe it did touch the line. I honestly I couldn't see if it did or not. 19 minutes to go in the game. Alabama with possession and the lead by 8. Back outside. Pumps, goes, shot it, got it. Here's Sears, one of the few, because I would say this is a young team for Alabama. One of the few experienced guys is Mark Sears, but he's come alive in this game. He's been a good leader. He's got 10 points on the day. Floats one up for Vandy, no good. Rebounded by the Tide. Sears floats it inside to Nelson, and Nelson can't get it. He's going to have some foul trouble. They fouled Evan Taylor. Sam Walters is out there. Nelson has come in as a substitution. 7 points for Walters. Only played 9 minutes of game time today, though. 12:06 to go in the game, but of course the clock stops on a free throw here. Here's his second attempt. It circles the rim and goes right in. 56-43 as he gets 2 for the Crimson Tide. Vandy got 2. I was fixing the scoreboard, so I didn't see who got it or how it happened, but they get 2 to cut the deficit now to 11. Just over 11 and a half in the game. Vanderbilt with possession. Shoots, he scores. Got it from just inside the paint. And Vanderbilt making some noise. That was Jason Riviera Torres with 5 points on the day. He's 2 of 5 on his field goals. And they take commercial break. So I'm seeing Vanderbilt come alive in this second half here, picking up on defense. Alabama not scoring as much, but they are still finding opportunities to score when they get the chance, and they're taking advantage of it. So is Vanderbilt, but I think that big lead at halftime that Alabama had, and just you know, I mean, so far they've outscored Vandy 16-11. I say big lead. It was really only 4 points, but they had a really big start. And usually when you hit 40 to 50 points in the first half, you you can be slowed down like Alabama has so far, but as long as you keep scoring, you're usually going to maintain a lead in this game. And I think most of it too that Alabama's success has had is just from having time of possession. Some stats so far on field goal percentage, Vandy is 34.8, Alabama is 52.8. 3-point percentage, Alabama leads in that category as well at 39.1. What's crazy is Alabama's had 12 turnovers, but Vanderbilt has not been able to answer off every turnover. Alabama, I'd say the same thing, Vandy has 6 turnovers, but Alabama hasn't always answered. Alabama's gotten 29 rebounds. They've taken advantage of those rebounds. Vandy has taken advantage of rebounds too. They have 20 on the game. All right. Aaron Estrada, they're highlighting right now. He's doing pretty good so far in this game. Sam Walters, free throw is missed for Alabama. See if he gets this next one here. He shoots, and he got that one. Make it a 10-point ball game with 11:21 to go. Vanderbilt possession, only down 10. Take your time if you're Vanderbilt. Take shots when you can, but don't rush anything. Here's a layup. It's off the glass and good. Vanderbilt, that's what they need. They need to take some threes too, but at the same time, you take the points, you can get them. 10.5 to play. Alabama possession. Dumps it off inside, missed off the glass, missed the layup. Vanderbilt with possession, driving inside, goes back out. He's wide open, but he passes. Working outside the 3-point line. Hesitates. Has possession. Goes back out for a three. No good. It's rebounded by the Crimson Tide going back the other way. 57-49 is our score with 10 minutes to play. Wide open. Walters. Got it. I'm sorry, that's Nelson. Again, I'm getting some of these guys mixed up a little bit. We have a lot of new faces for Alabama, and which is good to see. But a couple of these names I like. I know Mark Sears has been there for a while. Grant Nelson, Sam Walters are new. I'm still kind of getting used to it. That's a good shot, though. He was wide open. He had a good angle. It'll be Vandy possession. They throw it in, shoots, he scores. Still 9.5 to play. Vanderbilt has a chance. But again, as Alabama has taken control of this game, and they've also they just haven't gone away from Vanderbilt. Their scoring hasn't gone away. Vanderbilt has come back, but also at the same time, like Alabama is still taking advantage of opportunities. And like I say, you can make a comeback all you want to, but if you don't take care of your opponent's scoring, it's still out of reach. Just over 9 minutes to go now. 60-51 is our score. 20 seconds on the shot clock. It's Alabama's ball, but it's taken away, going back the other way. Layup is good for the Commodores. A huge turnover that Vanderbilt desperately needs. Estrada let it get away. Alabama with it now. Shoots, and he scores. That was also, by the way, that was Riviera Torres who got the layup for Vanderbilt there. And then Jaron Stevenson drove down and made a three. Alabama with it. Possession. Here's Sears. Off the glass and no good. Maybe gave it a little too much. He was wide open, tried to make the three. Just think maybe he did a little too much effort there. Oh, and it goes out of bounds here. We got an injury, and this is not good for Vanderbilt. He's limping. He's looks like it's that right leg. I'm not even sure what happened. I couldn't see. I don't know if he got stepped on or if he caught it. But we hope he's okay there. And again, that's Ezra Manjon. He's been a go-to guy for Vanderbilt today. He's a senior. He's 6 foot 170 from Antioch, California. You hate to lose a player like that in a game where you're still kind of playing close. You got plenty of time left. You're only down 10, and one of your players could possibly be out. I hope he's okay. I hate to see anybody get hurt in any sport. You always, and the thing is too, like games like this, you want full health on your roster. You want everyone 100%. You're not always going to have that. But I mean, I think in basketball you do for the most part, but you want everybody's best game. And if Estrada is if he's not good going forward, man, John, I said Estrada. I'm looking at the wrong thing there. Apologies. If Ezra Manjon is not good, I think that definitely seals. I think losing a player like that hurts Vanderbilt in the long run in this game. Let's double check on some other men's basketball scores. Overtime with Baylor, number 18, and unranked Oklahoma State, but they are 8-5. Big 12 opener, 61 all. Well, make it 63-62 as Oklahoma State got a free throw and Langston Love made a layup for Baylor. Southern Miss is up on James Madison 73-64. Ole Miss, Tennessee at 5 o'clock here in just under an hour. Central Time, by the way, on the SEC Network. So that should be coming up after this game. Or, I mean, they'll have post game analysis and all that and pregame warm up. Not too much action going on. A couple final scores 83-51. Congrats to Auburn. They're 25th in the nation, 12-2 on the year. They open up with a win in SEC play. Wisconsin 88-72. Creighton 69 over Nebraska, by the way. Creighton 69-60 over Providence. Florida falls shy to Aaron Bradshaw in Kentucky 87-85. 83-81, number 2 Kansas. They went, well, they got the win. You thought I'd say they go down. They don't go down. Kansas still only has one loss. They're like 13-1 right now, which is really impressive. Manjon, Ezra Manjon for Vandy goes to the line. 10-point game, make it 9. Free throws up and good. And he gets the second one. Make it an 8-point game now. Still plenty of time. 7:50 to go. Alabama just wants to kill time and get out of here with a victory. Shoots for 3. On the way, no good. Rebound. They wrestle for it on the ground. They're going to blow the whistle. I think Vanderbilt got their hands on it. Alabama had some guys in there to wrestle. It will be possession to the Crimson Tide. They'll throw it in. Passes it. It just dumps it off inside. Sears throws. Stutter steps. Back out. Shoots. No good. Nope. Alabama now gets a takeaway. Floats one up, and it's good to make it a 10-point ball game. Vanderbilt possession. Down 10 with 6:44 to go. At home for Vanderbilt, by the way. Shoots for 3 and missed it, but he was fouled. I don't know. You think they might have missed something? Because to me, that pass going to the near side, when Vandy's well, no, he wasn't out. Okay. It was really close to his foot being on the line there. Tyron Lawrence, when he threw it, he was really close to that line. 3 shots here for Riviera Torres. Shoots 1. Got it. Steps up, shoots off the glass and good. I'll have to watch that one. Ole Miss and Tennessee in an hour. Less than that. Shoots one up, and it's good. He makes all 3 of his free throws. Still a 7-point game, though. Vandy down to Alabama. Shoots. No good. Rebounded by the Tide. After they missed, and Vandy got a little bit of a takeaway there. He shoots from downtown. I couldn't even tell if he got that. I guess not. It looked like it was it was gonna go in, but I guess it went a little bit to the right. 5:57. Possession to Vanderbilt. Air ball, and he goes out of bounds. Alabama possession. Works inside the lane, goes for a layup. It's good. 9-point game. Vanderbilt possession. He shoots. It's blocked. It's blocked and going the other way now. Bama taking their time. Sears. Two guys on him, but they blow a whistle and call foul. 5:16. Actually, they won't call foul. I apologize. It looks like Nate Oates and Alabama going to use a timeout here. All right. Commercial break. So Pringle got the block. Mark Sears got the defensive rebound that we saw before this commercial. Alabama calls timeout. Now we're at commercial break. So that's at least the last three defensive plays that we've seen. Mark Sears has just been playing out of his mind today. This year, really. He's got 14 points. He's one less than Rylan Griffin, who's got 15. But Mark Sears has got 4 rebounds. He's got 3 assists. He's 2 of 4 on his three-pointers, which is 50%, and he's also 50% on the field goal. But he's playing really good defensively. And that's what you gotta admire about Sears. And here's the thing, man. Some guys in basketball play defense, and that's completely fine. You need that because there's a lot of guys that can score. But then there's some guys that I don't want to say they can't, but it's not their primary style of play. Mark Sears is kind of one of those guys. He can score and he's really good at it. You just don't see it a lot. He loves to play defense. He plays fast tempo. He can make some steals, some blocks. He can force turnovers. He's kind of that guy for you. I would say Grant Nelson's the same way. I think Alabama has a few guys like that. Sears throws it in to Nelson. Nelson spins, almost lost the ball there, and turns it over. 5 minutes to go. 9-point game. 11-point game. I'm sorry. Do the math wrong. I only got a C in math, so don't get upset over that. He shoots from downtown and he scores for Vanderbilt. Tyron Lawrence coming to life in this game. Made a 3-point jump shot. And when you look at what he's been able to do, he's got 15 points now on the day. Goes for a layup. It's missed for Alabama. Sears throws it in and a whistle. 4:27 left in the half. Whistle called. Actually, he threw it to Sears. I believe that was who in? That was Pringle that threw it into Sears. Shoots from downtown and it's good. Sears gets it to go for Alabama. Vanderbilt ball, 4 minutes to go, down 9. Lays up, no good. Tipped, possession. Oh, he threw it back. Vanderbilt has it. Bunch of guys inside, finds a wide open guy out, and he misses the three. Alabama gets it. Vandy turning it over. Layup is good. Timeout Vandy. 3:21 to go. Sears made that last layup, by the way. All right. That's a good game so far, honestly. I know Alabama's up by 11. I consider good basketball to be close, but even still, like, I'm noticing, and I've kinda noticed as I watch more basketball, it's not always about the points. I mean, yeah, you wanna score, you wanna win the game. The competitive nature that Vanderbilt has brought to this court today at home is incredible. I mean, we could talk about Tyron Lawrence. We could talk about Ezra Manjon. We could talk about those guys having 16, 15 points each, and that's great. They just compete. They're 5-8, but that doesn't mean that they're just a 5-win team. I think Vandy has struggled against the bigger guys, and they've played a tough schedule, and it's going to get tougher as conference play goes on. But I credit them for just being competitive on the court today. Home field advantage, too, or home court advantage, I should say, does help in big ways as well. 3:21. It's an 11-point game. It's possession to Vandy. Throws it in, over the top, intercepted. Going back the other way, goes for a layup, can't get it, missed. Going back, Vanderbilt trying to work outside the perimeter. Arcs inside, layup is good, and it does count despite a whistle. Don't forget the national championship game for college football in Houston, Texas. We'll be live for it Monday night right here on Ballard Sports Media. Tyron Lawrence at the line. 2:57 to go. He's going to shoot a free throw or two. Just the one, and he missed it. Working outside the three-point line. Sears. Mark Sears. Fires outside, fires up a three. No good. Going back to Vandy. 2:26 to go. Down 9. Need 3 threes to tie the game. Can Vandy do it? It's been done before by other teams. I don't think I've actually seen Vandy try that. Here's one. Up and good for 2. That helps a little bit right now. That's Estrada. Or Estrada? I got it mixed up. I'm sorry. That's Riviera Torres. Goes for a layup for Bama. No good. Possession of Vandy. Got a minute and a half to go. Gotta play quick if you're Vanderbilt. And there's a whistle call. He drove in. There's kind of a little bit of a block, but I think a push there by Alabama. It is possession of Vandy. They get it in. Shoots. Got it. Riviera Torres makes a jump shot. 3 points. No, 2 points. I'm sorry. A minute 4 left. Nelson hugging his guys, pointing, getting in control. As he helped with an assist there. He's going to shoot a free throw. Missed it. 1 minute to go. And Vanderbilt works the magic. They're down 7. Here's a layup. It's good. Alabama trying to kill time. Gets it to Nelson. Works outside. Back to Sears. Layup. No good. Give Vanderbilt those 2 there. It's 74-69. Mark Sears missed the jump shot. Jordan Williams had a block. There's an offensive rebound for Alabama, of course, that we just saw. Throws it in. Alabama looking to score and put this game away. Williams comes in for Vandy, number 10. 34.3 seconds to go in the game. Here's Sears. Shoots one, got one. And you got to think with only 34 seconds, that might have just put this game on ice. He's going to shoot another. Mark Sears with 20 points. Make it 21. Timeout Vandy. I can't even tell how many timeouts each team has, to be honest. So again, you look at Nate Oates. Again, I mentioned earlier, he's 3-0 against Vanderbilt. His fourth time going to Memorial Gymnasium. Played them in the SEC tournament March 10th, 2022. And that was not, again, he's 3-0 at Vanderbilt. But he's played Vandy on like neutral turf. And Vandy has beat him in the SEC tournament 82 to 76. And again, I don't remember, but I probably was on here for that game. I know I had the channel. I just don't remember if we had called that game or not. We've done some SEC tournament work on here. 30.9 seconds. 7-point game. It's going to be possession Vandy. Throws it in. Got it. Pumps out. Pumps out. No good. Rebounded to Vandy. Shoots a wide open three. Got it. 19.2. I'm out Vanderbilt. 4-point game went 19 seconds. We've seen crazy things happen here, folks, in the SEC and basketball in general. So what do we think? If you're Alabama, like if you're Vandy, you're putting as much pressure on Alabama as you can. If you're Alabama, you're trying to make sure Vandy fouls, especially if you could come away with some free throws to really put this game on ice. But it's a two-possession game. Again, it's 19.2 seconds in the half. First conference game for either team. Alabama 8-5 on the year. Could get win number 9 here. Vandy, if they win, they'll improve to 6-8. Alabama will fall to 8-6. Kind of flip those records a little, but that's only with the Vanderbilt win. Well, actually, it'd be a flipped record period because Alabama would be 9-5. Vandy would be 5-9. So yeah, at the end of this game, you're going to have flipped records with these teams. By the way, speaking of Alabama Vandy, shout out to Millis and X-Wing for taking me to my first game last year at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It was Alabama Vanderbilt. It was 55-3. Alabama coming up with a 1-1. They foul Evan Taylor Number 12 for Vanderbilt. Nelson to the line. Nelson shoots. He scores. And that'll just about do it. 5-point game. It'd take a lot for Vanderbilt to kind of come back with 19 seconds. Because not only do you have to score, you got to foul Alabama and get the ball back. Nelson shoots again. No good. Vandy has it. Only one. Well, no timeouts. Here's a layup inside. It's good for Vandy with 11.9 seconds. Alabama just going to hold on to it. Well, 1-1 for Alabama upcoming. Eight? No, I can't read if that's an 8 or a 6. I'm not even sure if they changed the clock. It's 0.1. Rylan Griffin is gonna shoot a couple free throws here. Here's one. That's the only one he's shooting. He missed it. Got to get 3. Vandy has possession. 4 seconds and 4.7 seconds. Clock will stop. 1-1 for Vanderbilt upcoming. And here we go again with Vanderbilt. Tyron Lawrence going to the free throw line. 4.7 seconds. Here's one. It's good. 2-point game. He shoots. He misses in Alabama. That should do it. There's a whistle called and a foul, I guess. 1.1 seconds. That just kind of hit the back of the rim and spun around, bounced up, bounced out for Vandy. That last free throw there. He makes this one that Rylan Griffin, pretty much put this game on ice unless Vandy can do something. He shoots one. He got it. He'll be shooting again. If he makes it, it's over. If he misses, Vandy can lob one up. He shoots. He misses. Vandy gets it. Oh, but hold on. 0.4 seconds. Let's see what this is. They kind of had some traffic there. Vandy is 1-1. Vandy's 1-1 now. 0.4 seconds left. Timeout, Alabama. Nate Oates wants to talk with Grant Nelson and company. The review act well. Nate Oates took a timeout. They're reviewing to see how much time's left on the clock. It's under a second. Right now, it's 4/10 of a second, but they're probably going to reset this to probably 5 or 6. 'Ugh. So here we go. Alabama players running to one side of the court. Alabama takes their final timeout. Got to play good defense here. It is Vandy possession. There's like I said, there's like 4/10 of a second. 0.6. I changed it again. So Vandy's 1-1. They're down 3. They gotta make this shot, and they gotta. He shoots. He missed it, and that'll do it. 78-75, the final. Almost a thriller. I'd say it was a good game. I'd say it was a thriller. When you look at this game, it's over. Alabama wins 78-75. They outscore Vandy in the first half 40-36. Vandy comes back 39-38 in the second half, but it just comes up shy. Mark Sears led Alabama with 21 points, 6 of 13 on his field goals, made all 6 free throws. You look at Jason Riviera Torres led the team in scoring for Vandy. He was 1 point behind Sears, 20 points. 8 of 13 on his field goals, 3 of 4 on his free throws. Vandy had a 40% field goal percentage. They were 26.9, counted 27 almost on their 3-point shots. Alabama was 40 on three-pointers, 49.1 on field goals, 16 turnovers for Alabama, 9 for Vandy, 41 rebounds for Alabama, 34 for Vandy. Coming into this game, Alabama should not have really played it this close. They were favored by 13 and a half. The over-under was 158 and a half. So I'd say they did pretty good. Looking at it, Vanderbilt now 5-9, 0-1 in conference play. Alabama gets their first conference win of the year in the opener. 9-5 on the season. Hope you guys enjoyed this broadcast. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I love each and every one of you. God bless. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on, well, I think we're going to try to do a call-in show tomorrow night. If we don't, we will definitely see you Monday for the national championship. That being said, uh, I'll say we'll try 9 o'clock Central tomorrow for our call-in show because I want to hear from you guys on Michigan and Washington. Who wins the college football playoff national championship, the final one of the 14 playoff before we go to 12 next year? Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Jesus loves you. I love you guys. God bless. And we'll see you next time. Roll Tide from an Alabama fan. But again, props to Vandy on playing an amazing game at home today against the Alabama Crimson Tide. We'll see you. Love y'all. Peace.